The first step in your coaster set is a glue up. You'll need 4 of these coaster boards. They're 1.25 inches tall, 20 inches long, and 7/8 inch wide. When you glue them up, they're going to be glued up so they're sitting together the tall way, like this. Make sure that they're sitting up the tall way, not laying down the flat way, or you're going to have to start over on your glue up. Sitting up the tall way. Uh, as far as material selection goes, try and pick 4 different boards that have contrasting colors or contrasting grains so you can see a pattern here in the glue up. If you pick all very similar colored boards, you won't see the lamination at all. You'll just see what looks like one board when you're done. So after you have it laid out the way you want, it's pushed off this side. You'll notice I have a piece of paper on the table to catch any glue drips, and I have 3 clamps. 2 clamps are on the bottom of the glue up, one on each side, and then one's waiting for later on. If the bottom shoe of the clamp here doesn't move, give it just see the crank on top, give it just a little tap on the table like that, and that'll loosen it up so you can move back and forth. When you start gluing up, hold the board in one hand like this and place a line of glue down one side of your outside board. Then take one finger and just move that glue around. Only one finger. That way your entire hand isn't covered in glue. Once you have it, place in the clamps. Take your next board. Same thing. These inside boards are going to get glue on both sides. So I'm taking one finger. I'm spreading that glue all around. It's important that there are no dry spots, but also there's no reason to have a glue Lake Michigan on here either. So just move that glue around. No dry spots, but no Great Lake of glue. Place in the clamps. Take your next one, same thing. Glue on both sides. As you get better at gluing things later in life, if you take some high school woods classes or in the future, you really only need glue on one side. But better safe than sorry when it comes to glue, because these are going to be sawn pretty thin. We want to make sure that there's enough glue, otherwise later on you'll have trouble with your coasters falling apart. And on the last one, this one only gets glue on one side because there's only one side in the joint. Once you have all 4 boards glued, place them in the clamps. Shouldn't have that much glue on your hand, just a little bit on the one finger. Now, close up the clamps on each side. If you're clamping with a partner, that's fine. You can both use the same set of clamps. And slowly tighten one side, and then slowly tighten the other side. Now, as you're tightening, you're looking for a couple things. First of all, you want to make sure that the boards stay flush and they don't start doing this. The glue is kind of slippery, and sometimes those boards come out of whack. So make sure that they stay flat. Also, make sure that one side here is even. And what you're looking for with glue is you're looking for a fine line of glue that's squeezing out of each joint. If there's a part of your joint that doesn't have any glue squeezing out, it means you don't have enough glue in the joint. You should take it apart and put some more in. So once you have these clamps snug and you see glue popping out of each joint, take your third clamp, place it across the top. You can hold it down and then snug that clamp up too. Now you don't have to over tighten these things. Just snug them up. Take a pencil and write your name right on top because they all look exactly the same. And then call me over. I'll double check it. I just want to check your glue up, check your clamps. That way we know everything is done correctly.